Hi guys, welcome to my weekly Forex outlook. Today we're going to be having a look at some charts that I find very interesting for this week. Charts that I'm personally going to trade and basically just what I'm looking for and what I'm expecting out of the market. I'm not saying that the analysis is going to be 100% right, but these are the things I'm looking for and the kind of trades I'm going to be taking. To start it off, we've got Aussie Dollar, and I'm looking for sells this week. The market is ready to move, and I think it's going to be moving quickly. So on the other one, we can see that since the beginning of November, we've had this strong up push, which means that a lot of people have been getting into the buys. And in this consolidation zone, there are a lot of people that are adding to their buying position. So what the market's going to do is it's going to want to move down to take them out and then continue its move up. So what I'm looking for is for the market to push down to about this area where a lot of the buying took place. Once these highs were broken, everyone was trying to get in. And I think this is a great zone for the market to come back to hit the stop losses from anybody buying in this zone and to bring these guys back to break even. So how I do it is I do my analysis on the hour one, and then I zoom in to the minute 5 to find exactly what I want to trade. So what I'm expecting is that through Monday, the market is going to push up very slowly because this is a bit of a correction. And then it's going to be followed by a strong down move. So if I shift the chart over a little bit, we can see that there's a lot of sellers involved in this area. And I'm one of them from last Monday and from Friday. So I think the market is going to push up, take these guys out at stop loss and the higher guys out at break even, and then continue the move down. So Aussie dollar, we are selling. US dollar CAD is another trade that I'm in, and I'm doing very well in this position. I think I'm about $100 up, and I'm looking to add to my order. I believe that the market is going to be pushing up into this zone. Again, this was prime selling spot. The market broke the low, retested, got the sellers excited, and it's just broken these lows. So what I think is going to happen is that because it got all of the sell stops hit and all of the buyers got hits out on stop loss, the market is going to want to reverse, which it has started to do. And I think coming up here into the 1.3 to 700 zone, I think that's where the money's at. So to add on to my position, what I would like to see is I would like to see this uptrend break and then see a bullish formation happen. So whether it's a break of the new downtrend, or whether it's the break of this low or even this low. There's a lot of buyers that were adding onto their positions here, and their stop losses were all underneath the lows. So if the market wants to come back to retest, I've got no problem with that. It is also sitting at my 10,000 moving average. This basically gives me the long-term outlook, and I'm going to see how it reacts to this level to see whether I want to hold the trade or add on, or to possibly have some short-term targets. So US dollar CAD longs from last week already, I think it's going to keep on pushing up. New Zealand Cad is a trade that I've lost twice in a row now. I lost the previous week and I've lost this week, but the market structure hasn't changed. So I'm keeping my analysis. I am still looking for sell setups. But what I would like to see is I would like to see the markets push up to break these highs before I get involved. So this is going to give me a great risk to reward, and it's also going to open up some space. It is a big sell-off that's coming. So I think it's losing these trades. I think it's nothing compared to the potential of the market pushing down to break these lows to get all of these buyers out. Okay, if I scroll back a little bit, you can see that this high was broken last week. So a lot of buyers got involved, and you can see how choppy the market was. So those buyers that got in over here, their stop losses were underneath the low, and we can see that was taken out by this candle. So I think their stops are waiting above, and the market is going to want to push them in and then knock them out. In all the cases, I'm looking for it to break the top before I get involved, and then to hold a position over the next couple of weeks. On pound yen, this is a chart I especially like. We're looking for almost like a head and shoulders pattern. So this would be the left shoulder, the head, and we can see that we're starting to find some resistance now at the right shoulder. I'm not getting in yet. When Monday opens, I'm not going to jump into the position. I would ideally like it to see that it breaks this top, just to get the buyers involved. Everyone who thinks that this is a correction, get them into the trade. Their stop losses will be waiting underneath, and then the market will be ready to move. The people that were selling from the top, they've also got their stop losses that they're shifting down. So likely place for their break evens or their small profits to be will be above this high. So I think the market would like to push them out, get the buyers involved, and then continue the move down. I really think it's going to be breaking these lows next week. Pound yen moves very quickly. So I think once it's got some momentum, it's going to make a nice fast move down. If you're thinking about these little areas of here, this is from one of my short-term strategies. It's more of a London open scalp, but it only works under specific conditions. I prefer to look for long-term trades. On the 5 minutes, I'm basically looking for the market to push all the way up to break these highs, can draw a nice trend going up, get in on the false break, and trade it down for the next couple of weeks. Pound dollar is in a similar situation, but there is 2 places where the market could be heading towards before we start seeing the bearish move. Option 1 is that it could come up to break this top early on Monday and then to push down. Another option is that it is a bigger correction and it wants to break this top. So I think there's a lot of sellers that got involved in about this zone, and a lot of buyers got hit in coming off of this top or off of this high. So the buyers are all out at the moment. The market broke the low. If their stop losses were any lower, it was a dumb trade. But what we're looking for is for the market to flush out the sellers first and then enter for our short positions. So once the market looks like, oh, we should be buying, that is when we're going to change to I'm getting my sells ready. So for the minute 5, what I would like to see is an extended push up. The higher it goes, the better the risk to reward will be. So I'm in favor of it going as high as it needs to, but with the idea of once it takes out the top and I get a bearish signal to get into my trade. I will be keeping you guys updated on exactly when I'm getting into a position or if anything in my mind has changed. And yeah, I wish you all the best for your trades. Have a great week, and I will check in with you soon. Goodbye.